No.
All right, welcome inside the press room at the Kroger Queen City Championship presented by P&G. We're joined by Jessica Korda, who just got off the golf course in the Pro-Am. I know it's pretty wet out there, but what do you think of the course so far?
It's a beautiful golf course. It's just a shame it's like so wet. So yeah, we'll see what's going to happen because they haven't been able to go out there to cut the grass, I guess, in a couple of days. And you can see kind of when you roll the ball on the greens, just that it's catching the mower marks a little bit. But it is a beautiful golf course. I mean, there's so many runoffs behind the greens, and it's a shame because you can really see that this place would be a really fun course to play and a really good test.
Obviously new venue, new event this year. What do you do when the golf course is new and obviously not ideal right now, but what do you do to kind of prepare for a new venue?
I mean, normally you'd be playing maybe an extra practice round and obviously paying a lot of attention. With how soft it is, the ball ends up exactly where you hit it, sometimes its own mark. So obviously that changes a little bit, and I will not get to see one of the nines. It's been raining and obviously closed, so we haven't been able to see one of the nines. But that's kind of where your caddy and yourself kind of got to get together and use the yardage book and kind of just play it by ear. It's going to be the same for everyone.
First time in Cincinnati, I'm assuming?
Mm-hmm.
What are your impressions outside the golf course so far?
It's so nice. We went downtown for dinner on Monday night when we got in, and it looks really cool. So, I have this afternoon to see if I want to go explore or take it easy. So, got lots of time on my hands now.
Awesome. Let's chat about the season. I mean, you've been playing some good golf, played pretty well a couple weeks ago in Spain. I know you've had some injuries earlier this season, but you seem to be kind of rolling with it now. What's been working so well with your game?
I'm not sure. It's kind of just been like this for the last couple of years, just trying to manage my injuries. It's something I've had to do my entire career, and so I just take, each day for what it is and just manage through it.
How exciting was it for you to play that well in Spain? I mean, shot some pretty low numbers.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. I got really sick after. Nellie was sick the week before. She had high fever and obviously rooming together and everything. So I got it during Spain. So I did not feel very well, and it was hot, and the golf course was tough, but it was a beautiful spot. Can't wait for Solheim Cup to be able to go over there, and the people were awesome, and they're really pumped about Solheim Cup, so it's really cool.
I think we are as well. We'll open it up. Amy?
Hey, Jess, the holes
Hi.
you were able to play today, any stand out to you that are particularly challenging or fun?
Well, the fact I had 4-iron into the first hole was a real shock on a par 4. So, like I said, I don't know how they're going to play it. For me, it was more just trying to see the golf course. And then the conditions are obviously secondhand. But I don't know how they're going to set it up. That's going to be one. I heard something about standing on the fourth green looking back towards the tee box and not being able to see the bunkers. That's something I'm going to have to check out tomorrow. I heard about it after the round. But I know that they redid the golf course like 3 years ago, and some of the greens were actually pretty firm, which I was really surprised about with how much water we have on the actual golf course. To then not see your golf ball spin back on the greens was very interesting, because I was expecting massive rip back, and we didn't see that today at all.
How does that affect you when you're not getting to really get to see the whole course, first off, and that the conditions are so different than what you're expecting to see the next couple days? I mean, how does that impact you now as you try to prepare for this tournament to start tomorrow?
I think I'm okay. I'm more in a position of I'm just going to see how it is and play golf and, have fun. I'm not trying to save my card or anything like that. I think my mindset is slightly different. I think I would be a little bit more antsy if it was a different way for me. But I'm happy to be here. I was excited to come to Cincinnati. My husband's a huge Bengals fan his entire life, not just because they played well last year. So I was excited to come here, and it is a huge bummer because this golf course does look really cool, and I don't think that this is something that, they deserved.
Awesome.
I got
Megan?
one. Your husband, a Bengals fan. So is he joining you this week, and is he pumped for opening weekend?
So he is not joining me. I was like, oh, you can come for a game. Maybe like it's a night game or something. He's like, Jess, it's like a 1 p.m. game. And I was like, oh, on the weekend? Yeah, no, you're not coming. I was like, if it's me or the Bengals. I was like, it better be me. But no, he's busy at home, so he's going to watch it on TV. But yeah, it was one of the things I think he was kind of looking forward to maybe coming up, but just didn't work out in his schedule.
We'll put that in the back of our minds. Let's go Bengals there, because we are in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
The last few weeks, I feel like, have been a really crazy stretch for you, because you've been traveling all over. You got to go back in Europe to relax a little bit. I mean, when's the last time you feel like you have been kind of going the way that you have been going this summer?
Last summer.
All right.
Yeah, and next summer. The way that our schedule is, it's just insane for the summer stretch. In the last 9 weeks, I have been home full 3 days. I've seen my husband for 10, and my dog for 3 days. So it's crazy, but I got, family time in Czech Republic in between then, and got to see our brother in New York for a couple days. So I wasn't playing the whole time, but still, it's definitely a lot.
I wanted to ask about that. Seeing Seb, being with Nelly there in New York, what was that experience like for you?
It was fun. It's really stressful. Obviously, I get really into his matches, into tennis, period. With Nelly, I'm more relaxed, and it's just different. But it was super fun. It's so cool to see your little brother that in your mind, he's still this little dweeb that's like super small, being 22 years old and signing autographs and playing so well. It's just really surreal to be able to kind of just see him grow up like that. It's cool.
In your off week, when you were able to go home, I think I saw an Instagram story of you enjoying the pool, being able to put the clubs down. I mean, how beneficial, or even if it's 3 days, how beneficial are those 3 days as you look upon the rest of the season?
Yeah, no, so much. I mean, I'm excited. Next week is my first full week at home in a while, so I'm really excited to just be home, be normal. You do see how much you miss out on, though. I saw my friend for like 3 hours. She doesn't play golf, so I haven't seen her in a really long time. And everyone's like, oh, I haven't seen you in so long. I was like, yeah, I'm at home.
Yeah.
But it is nice. I mean, the older I get, the more I appreciate being home and kind of making home my own oasis.
Absolutely. And then before I kick it back to you, just Monday was a really awesome experience, I feel like, for Jane Park, celebrating Grace Park's second birthday. You and a number of our tour players were there celebrating Grace, celebrating Jane and family. I mean, what was that day like for you?
Yeah, it was so nice. I haven't seen Jane in such a long time, and obviously Grace has grown so much. She's definitely the biggest 2-year-old I've ever seen. I think the only thing that really defines them is resilience. The love and the support system that they have around them is amazing. Literally from feeds to, it's just such a different life. And just seeing Jane smile and Pete smile was awesome, and getting to interact with Grace was phenomenal, and just always trying to raise awareness, about them and for them, and just try to help them in any way possible is just, I think, the most important thing for her friends, for us.
Absolutely.
What does it mean to really show up for your fellow tour player and fellow friend in the way that you all have shown up for her in the past few years?
I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to imagine what she's going through day to day. You go from being a golfer to a mom that plays golf, to having your life flipped completely upside down, and the way that her and Pete have been able to just manage their life. They're just so resilient. They find the happiness in each day, which I know is tough, and it's tough to watch them go through that. But this tour is a family, and just the same as, they kind of took me in when I was a rookie, and, you make friendships out here for life. It's not just golf.
How much do you carry the perspective of things like that with you, as you obviously have had some struggles yourself battling injury and trying to get back?
Yeah, it's just golf.
Yeah.
Injuries come and go, and I'll get through it. I'll figure it out a way. It's just how I always have. But this kind of stuff is more important.
heading into the rest of the season, eight tournaments left. I know you're probably not playing all of them.
This body can't do that.
What obviously had a pretty solid season. I mean, what goals are you setting, or what goals do you still have to accomplish with just 8 events left on the calendar?
I mean, obviously winning would be really nice. Putting myself in position week in, week out is always important. But that's kind of it. I'm just trying to keep myself relevant and keep myself in a position where if extra putts drop, like I'll be right there. So my caddy Kyle and I have been doing a good job plotting our way around the golf course. My physio team all walking with me, every single day and making sure that if something does go wrong with my body, they're there to be able to help me. So I feel like I have a really good team. It's a little bit more difficult these days, but I definitely have a good team.
Awesome. We're looking forward to it. Good luck this week.
Thank you.